The man, who was allegedly resurrected by Alph Lukau, was confirmed later to be a 28-year-old Zimbabwean national by the name of Brighton Moyo. On the other hand, Alph Lukau referred to him as Elliot during the resurrection event. Brighton had virtually become a fugitive after the event because he was being hunted by the security agents in order for him to be arrested. The reason for the intended arrest was that the resurrection miracle was believed to have been staged, and Brighton has been exposed as the lead character in the resurrection drama. Shortly after the event, Brighton succumbed to severe pneumonia after fleeing to his home country of Zimbabwe. His journey home was retraced after the resurrection to a remote Zimbabwean village of Lupani, in the Lupani district of Matabeleland North. The closest urban centre is Bulawayo, which is 176 kilometres south of Lupani, or 2 hours 7 minutes drive away. Now, back at home in Lupani village, Brighton Moyo, or Elliot, was only known as Thabiso Mlanji, not Brighton Moyo, or Elliot. Thabiso attended Gogo Primary School, a local primary school, during his formative years. He was popular in the village because of his football skills. However, Thabiso Mlanji adopted the name Brighton Moyo as soon as he entered South Africa. A tragedy occurred after Thabiso succumbed to severe pneumonia at the local referral hospital, St. Luke's Hospital, in Lupani. He died 3 days after he was admitted in hospital with severe pneumonia. Thabiso Mlanji died. Brighton Moyo passed on, and with him was Elliot. The date of his death was not exactly known to the public, but he must have died towards the end of March 2019, after being allegedly resurrected on the 24th of February 2019 by Alph Lukau. It is so sad that Thabiso might have been resurrected way earlier than his death. His relatives had known for some time that he was not in good health, with news filtering through that he had been bedridden in South Africa. His death certificate record indicates that he was the 49th person to die at the rural hospital this year. His brother, Stanley Mlanji, who also works in South Africa, said Thabiso did not get proper health care in South Africa because he had been on the run from the police since the resurrection event. That's why he agreed with his wife to go home, to find some peace and quiet. He always ran away from hospital whenever he heard there were police around. It was in connection with the miracle. We decided not to ask him about it because we wanted him to fully recover. I guess the truth has gone with him to his grave, said Stanley. So, Thabiso Mlanji migrated to South Africa in 2011 as Brighton Moyo to look for a job. He had married a girl from a nearby village, and so together they had 2 children, but they sent them back home, and their families never knew what they were up to. Thabiso is survived by his wife and the 2 children, aged 6 and 4. Thabiso's wife distanced herself from the resurrection event. Whatever he did during his spare time is not my business. I am not in any position to talk about that issue, because I am in the dark. With him gone, we will never know the truth, but I have to go back to South Africa, where I work, she said. According to media reports in Zimbabwe, the police visited his relatives after the burial to ask questions in connection with the resurrection miracle event in South Africa. A police spokesperson, Siphiwe Markanese, confirmed that they got wind that a fugitive fleeing the justice system in South Africa had been buried in the area. The deceased had a case to answer in South Africa, where he is understood to have fled from. It was a standard procedure from the police to find out how and why they housed someone on the run, Siphiwe Markanese said. Please check in the description box below for the links to the sources of this report. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.